Hello, 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 YouTube. How's it going? What has been going on, guys? Hope your day is great today. Hi, Memo. Hi, Grace. How are you doing? Looks like I'm getting emails as we speak. Don't know what's going on here, but you may hear kids in the background. It has been a wild day for this mama, and I have to come on because I'm telling you what, I just ran across a few videos that's got me thinking. My mind is running rampant. Okay. I just have to speak out that this is all, in my opinion, and speculation. Nothing is fact on this live stream. We are just here to make our opinions, and that is all we're doing. Opinions, speculation only. Okay. But I did find two stories that I'm going to start out with, and we're just going to read over them and play those. But I wanted to show you some I feel like it's very important videos that I had found, or two important videos, guys. Okay. In my heart, I feel like we are going to find Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. That's in my opinion. But I feel like we're getting closer and closer every day. Whether people want him found or people don't want him found, in my opinion, this boy needs to be found and deserves to be found. His dad needs answers. His dad needs his son home, being Seth Rogers. Okay, I'm going to pull one story up. Let's see here. Sumner County, what is going on lately over there in that region? Let's see here just a second. Okay, let me pull this up. You might hear some noise in the background because my kids are not being quiet today. I'm sorry. But I'm going to do this regardless. Let's see here. Pull this up on stage. This is WSMV in Nashville, Tennessee. And it says, man indicted for R-ing of a child following investigation in Tennessee. This was a day ago. It doesn't give much information whatsoever. That kind of concerns me, why you would not call out this man and exactly, I know you can't on the juvenile, but exactly what has happened, what's going on, okay? A man has been indicted for allegedly R-ing a child in Sumner County, according to the sheriff's office. Deputies arrested Joe Lamb on Wednesday afternoon after an investigation led him to being indicted by a Sumner County grand jury. Lamb was indicted on R of a child in aggravated sexual battery. Sumner County Sheriff's Office said Lamb is being held at Sumner County Jail on a $250,000 bond. This case would not have been made possible without the incredible bravery of the victim who had the courage to come forward, SCSO said. We are proud to stand with them, and we want other survivors to know you are not alone. And that's all the information you have on that. Okay? Okay, let's pull something else up. Thank you, Grace, for giving them credit. Kids will be kids. Yes, they will. I promise you guys, once I pull something up on the end of this, you're not going to want to miss this. It's leading up to something. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to show this on screen. Should be no bond. I agree. Mama, wait till you see this. Oh, okay. This. Okay, there's the guy that we were just talking about. Okay, there's the man. Look at his face. Make him famous, because all these that are a child, I believe, need to be famous. Not famous in a good way, but famous to know that they're scum, in my opinion. Okay, all this is alleged, in my opinion. But look at this. Okay, let me make sure you guys are seeing this. Yes, you are. Okay. Okay. Right here, 8 hours ago. 8 hours ago, man charged with R of multiple children in Sumner County. Sumner County, Tennessee. A man was arrested in Sumner County after investigation into the S assault of multiple children. According to the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, Walter Lucen Lewis was indicted by a grand jury and taken into custody. The investigation, which began in May, uncovered disturbing evidence indicating victimized multiple children. I'm going to play the video if it will play. We're going to play this. This is WKRN News. Credit to them, please. Okay. Is on that. Okay. Hang on. We're going to go scroll on up. Deputies served Lewis with a warrant Wednesday for continuous S abuse. Oh my goodness. Hang on, guys. Abuse of a child, 5 counts of aggravated R of a child, 5 counts of S exploitation of a minor, especially aggravated S exploitation, aggravated S battery. His bond was set for $500,000. The sheriff's office noted that this is not just another arrest, it's the result of a difficult investigation into the horrific abuse of multiple children. Anyone who may have been victimized by Lewis is asked to contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Department. Okay. Hang on. And I've lost one thing I wanted to pull up, but sound is in and out. Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me okay? I'm going to play a video for you guys. Yes, sick people. Agreed. I'm going to play a very important video. And I want you to give credit, Grace, if you can, to, let's see. Let me see who this is to. Okay. No, that's the video we just played. We're not doing that one again. Wrong one. Hang on. Sorry. Exit out of that. Y'all, first off, did you hear about the investigation into, I think it's called Millersville, Tennessee? It's located in Sumner County. Did you guys hear about that? Reason I'm asking is I saw this channel post this, and guys, they don't have many followers. It doesn't look like. It looks like they're local, in my opinion. And I was blown away by this video. Okay. Let's see if you guys can see this. Let me pull it up. Listen closely, guys. I'm going to mute myself. Hello, Nancy. Come on in. I'm hoping this plays good for you guys. Listen to this. Credit goes to Grace. Give credit to Psalm, as in the Bible, 37.13. And they only have 7 subscribers, guys. But this is very, very, very interesting to me. Okay. So I'm going to push play and I'm going to mute my mic.
Our coverage of the breaking news, the TBI raid on the Millersville Police Department continues.
TBI descended upon the Millersville Police Department, as well as the home of that department's conspiracy-minded Assistant Chief Sean Taylor.
Our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams is leading this investigation for us.
Meanwhile, online, the reaction from Sean Taylor's camp was predictable.
Friends, I just did a live podcast with 16 million people.
Hi, I'm Craig Sawyer, founder of Veterans for Child Rescue. We're a nonprofit organization chartered to expose and combat child trafficking in the United States.
He's a hero in every sense of the word. Craig Sawman Sawyer, a 52-year-old highly decorated veteran, once a Marine sniper and a member of Navy SEAL Team 6.
Friends, I just did a live podcast with 16 million people exposing how Tennessee Bureau of Investigations just raided the chief of Millersville Police Department, raided his home and raided the police department.
As the conspiracy theorist at the center of that botched child predator sting blamed me for that TBI raid, which he claimed is designed to cover up for child sex trafficking in Tennessee.
The locals there who have been victims of organized crime exposed to us that, Phil Williams is a cover-up man, that the TBI does have a percentage of their bureau that's corrupted. The TBI does have a percentage of their bureau that's corrupted. The TBI does have a percentage of their bureau that's corrupted.
Hello, everyone. I'm Assistant Chief Sean Taylor with the Millersville Police Department in Middle Tennessee. Many of you may have seen my video last week regarding the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation raiding our police department and my personal residence. They came and they seized evidence regarding corruption that we had locally that tied into corruption nationally, and they took all of our files so that we are unable to complete these cases. The cases that we've been working on affect every American. They affect us in the mortgages, fraudulent mortgages, human trafficking, narcotics trafficking, and many other crimes. We have crisscrossed the United States talking to state attorney generals, senators, Congress people, and numerous law enforcement officials throughout the United States. We've identified a major corruption that's transnational. It involves the BRICS nations and China and investment companies and fraudulent mortgages on homes here in the United States in very key counties and key states. It goes into the election integrity and fraud, and it's creating a geopolitical shift within our political system. This is a multifaceted attack from a foreign adversary who is paying off our local municipal county, state, and federal politicians to keep from coming to light. We are moving forward with this case in other states and other arenas, even though they have taken our files and our information. This is very important to us. When I say us, I mean we the people.
I'm retired Assistant Chief Sean Taylor of the Millersville Police Department. Many of you may remember the video I did back in September after the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation conducted a raid on my home and on our police department, seizing the files that had to do with corruption not only locally, but throughout the United States and transnationally. Just so people have a backstory on some of the things that have happened. My home was shot up while my family was present and I was present. My home was shot up while my family was present and I was present. And people didn't like us telling the truth, and we have bullet holes for telling the truth. That the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation did not investigate.
TBI does have a percentage of their bureau that's corrupted.
That the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation did not investigate, and then decided to serve a search warrant on us because they didn't like what we were investigating. The bullets that ripped through our life when we started talking about the corruption, started talking about the dirty politicians, the dirty judges, and the dirty DAs. Previous to that, I was involved in a car crash where I was hit head on by individuals who had already threatened my life. Currently, I've been told that there is a civil suit that's been filed against me and my chief by one of the individuals who we're investigating, because the TBI leaked information to this individual. The
TBI does have a percentage of their bureau that's corrupted.
The TBI seemed to have leaked information to the news reporter, Phil Williams of New Channel 5.
Our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams is leading this investigation for us.
TBI seemed to have leaked information to the news reporter, Phil Williams of New Channel 5, regarding a letter that a state representative had wrote as well. It's very interesting to have the full weight of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation coming down on myself and my agency.
TBI does have a percentage of their bureau that's corrupted.
Hi, I'm Craig Sawyer, founder of Veterans for Child Rescue. We're a nonprofit organization chartered to expose and combat child trafficking in the United States. And we ran a joint sting operation with Millersville Police Department 3 months ago, and we got 1 arrest and 70 warrants. And 70 warrants on other vile and aggressive child predators there. And immediately there was an outlash, a wild reaction by a reporter there.
Our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams.
There was an outlash, a wild reaction by a reporter there, seemed bent on covering it up and halting the arrests. From my perspective, I'm just a veteran that wants people to stop harming and selling children. And when I see this wild overreaction that seems to be defending and protecting the corruption there, it's very concerning to me. And so when I saw a reporter going after Assistant Chief Taylor and then the Millersville Police Department and then eventually calling in favors from a state law enforcement agency that came in and seized the evidence.
And all of the evidence regarding these cases was seized by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and this district attorney.
We were interviewing families who are victims of organized crime around Nashville, and they're highly concerned. They're distraught. So there's a lot going on in Nashville, and it's meant to be exposed to break the corruption and the stranglehold over who knows how many lives there. All of the child trafficking, the money laundering, whatever all is supposed to come out. Stay tuned, because it's inevitable that it all be exposed.
TBI does have a percentage of their bureau that's corrupted.
It's inevitable that it all be exposed.
Y'all, I have not ever seen that, and I was just blown away, because allegedly we're thinking this, then to see a national spokesperson speaking on it, it's like, wow. So is this guy working behind the scenes to see if something can be done about all this missing children and everything going on in Tennessee? Next, I'm going to play a video that I think is very important too, and I hope she doesn't mind me sharing. I shared it on my wall, but I am going to play it on my screen. It's Crime Time Buzz. Her last live, I think it was last night. I just got to listen to it today, and I believe Jay does a great job, along with BMW, Hindsight, and Mama Rissa, and several others. But I want to play Jay's Crime Time Buzz live from last night. Don't know if you guys got to hear it or not. And then we will talk and discuss about this. So hang on just a second, and I will pull this up.
Video from yesterday in our live, and the information I found in research, all about where those glasses were found on Hutch Court, April 1st, or a couple of days before. We went over it. Was the prescription checked? Were forensic done on those glasses? Or was just a verbal gotten from individuals, the mother, who was not even cleared yet after 4 weeks? No one was cleared. So a verbal should not have been what was relied on, according to the Department of Justice. According to the Department of Justice, when you have evidence like that that is found, you do interview individuals. Absolutely. But you do not rely on just that. It's a dual investigation. After you get the statements from individuals who may be connected or know about the item, you then go into a forensic investigation, searching for trace DNA, fingerprints, checking the prescription against Sebastian's prescription. That was not done, my friends. That was just verified to me by Seth Rogers, the father. So you tell me, based on what we uncovered yesterday, Hutch Court, That's where the step parents live in that neighborhood, step grandparents. Hutch Court, that's the development where a step relative owned and built all the properties. Hutch Court, that's the development where the step grandparent listed and sold the lots and the homes. Hutch Court, glasses found over a month after Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers was missing. First of all, very telling that the father was searching in that neighborhood, right? Well, it should be very telling to an investigator who walks in, gets the glasses, finds out that they are in the location, the very neighborhood, a handful of steps away from the step grandparents' home, and doesn't do a full-on investigation. Oh no, went and talked to the mama, apparently, because that prescription wasn't checked, forensics weren't done. A verbal. Well, guess what, friends? We have Boy Scouts preparing for war when they shouldn't have been. They should have been calling in the soldiers. Okay, this is serious. This is investigation 101. Anyone, and I said it yesterday, a Cub Scout could have walked in that neighborhood, see where the glasses were located, and realized, oh my goodness, step grandparents live in this neighborhood. This is a red flag that should be checked, perhaps. Oh my goodness, a step relative built all the homes up in here, knows the lay of the land, knows every manhole there. Do you know what a manhole is? It's a vertical entrance, a vertical shaft that gives access to the underground utilities. Yeah. Scary, right? Lots going on. And then to top it all off, not only is all that going on, but 2 houses away from where the glasses were found, behind that home is a hidden cemetery. And buckle up, because guess what the name of it is? Old Shiloh Church Graveyard. Go to church, my friends, go to church. Who would know about that hidden cemetery with the 18 registered graves from 1800s? The builder would. Who owns the property between the cemetery and the houses on Hutch Court that connects them? The builder does. Who is the builder? When you look it up on Google, don't miss my live, go back and watch it. It says second generation. Who's that? Family owned by the Steps. So you tell me, with all of that going on, what investigator would just go ask someone he hadn't cleared yet and leave it at that? This is for entertainment purposes only, not to be taken as fact. Based on research we are doing, we are speculating, theorizing, forming opinions, trying to help locate Sebastian Rogers from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Sebastian has been missing 510 days today. He is 16 years old. He was 5'5", 510 days ago. We're not sure his height now. He could have facial hair. He could have a beard hiding that beautiful face and smile. He could have long hair. His hair could be colored. He could have colored contacts. We don't know, but we're looking. We're doing our part. We're raising awareness. We're doing anything we can. Is everyone else doing anything and everything they can? Let's talk about it. So what we have here is the lay of the land. This is the development. This is where the glasses were found, right here in the red X with the black circle around it. That is 210 Hutch Court. What I want to show you is on this street right here, Enoch Way, I'm not going to show you which house, is where the parents live, just steps away from where these glasses were found. Would that be a red flag to investigators searching? Of course it would. Then you take it even further. Okay, well, if someone were running down here through the backyards from step grandparents, or carrying, running, being chased, whatever the situation could have been, and Sebastian were running this way, or someone was running with him right through here to the water tanks, guess what home you pass? 210 Hutch Court. Running through here, struggling through here, being chased through here, whatever the case is, the glasses, you could pass right there to get to the water tanks. The glasses could have fallen easily in a struggle. Why were they never claimed by anyone? Very interesting, right? Okay, so then let's keep going. To the left of where the glasses are found, right here on this X with the green arrows, there is a cemetery right behind it, an old hidden cemetery called Old Shiloh Church Cemetery. It's not on Google Maps. You have to know it's there. Guess who would know it was there? The builder, the realtors, the people who live in the neighborhood. Very interesting. Now, when those glasses were found there, did those step family members scream from the rooftops, "There's a cemetery in here, go check it, this is concerning"? I don't know, because if they would have, wouldn't the sheriff have gone in there and looked? I hope so. So let's look at this. So let's say Sebastian's leaving the step-grandparents' house, running, chasing, being carried, whatever scenario. We're just not accusing anyone. We're going through scenarios. Someone has to, right? Down through here, heading to the cemetery, look where you pass, right past where the glasses were found. A struggle to the woods, a race to the woods, a carry to the woods, allegedly. You'd pass right by where the glasses were found to get into the cemetery. Who would know about that cemetery? The builder, indeed. Who owns this property connecting the cemetery to the homes? The builder, indeed. Who sold most of these lots and homes? The step grandparent, who's a realtor for this builder. Lots of coincidences going on in this neighborhood. So much so that it would be shocking and stunning to hear that a sheriff or a sheriff's department heard there were glasses right there. They're from the area. They know who built this up. They know who lives here. They know who sells the land, and that's important, sells the properties, because that shows you know the lots. You know everything around this area. And don't miss my live where I have the houses marked off. And then I found out after my live yesterday, because you all are great researchers, that some of these homes were still being built when Sebastian went missing. Imagine that. But yet, it wasn't alarming enough to take those glasses and have the prescription checked, to do some DNA forensics, to see if there were latent fingerprints, visible fingerprints that could be tested. Touch DNA. Oh, no. I think we just got a verbal. And it wasn't from Seth, because Seth said he wasn't sure. Remember, Sebastian has many pairs of glasses, according to KP. So Seth had them bagged and tagged. Sumner County was investigating it. Well, apparently they didn't check the prescriptions as part of their investigation. We looked yesterday. Fingerprints, DNA touch take more than 2 to 3 days, which is what they did. On April 1st, they said they were investigating. On April 3rd, they said they were not Sebastian's. What kind of investigating was done? A little phone call? Little ask to the mama who wasn't cleared yet? Little ask to the stepfather who everything in his eyes is not related to Sebastian, can't be him, can't be his, allegedly, in my opinion? We got problems, because that's 101 investigation. So why wasn't it done? Why weren't all these things going on in this neighborhood enough to set an alarm off to Sumner County that this is something they should be investigating? Do you know there should be no loose soil, no new soil in that cemetery, because the last person buried there was in the 1800s? Could Sebastian, sadly, and I know I'm talking recovery and I'm sorry, but inside this neighborhood, there's a lot. Could Sebastian be buried in there with another body? We don't know, but in my opinion, needs to be checked. Could he be taken to the water tanks? I don't know. In my opinion, it needs to be checked. Should those glasses be taken out of the hands of Sumner County and taken to the doctor to have the prescription checked? As we are 17 months down the road, looking in hindsight, how important it is, because no one's been cleared. Things have been said that are odd. Behaviors have been happening that are senseless. We have make no sense. So you don't take the word of individuals like that you can't clear. What is going on in Sumner County, my friends? We have Boy Scouts who want to suit up for the battle and won't ask the real soldiers to come in. Is that what's happening? Let me tell you this. I'm not an investigator, not in the least. But I can tell you this. This would set off alarms to me. I think it would set off alarms to anyone. You wouldn't need to be trained, right? So imagine if you called the marshals in and they saw this and then said, let me see all the reports that came back on the testing for the glasses. Oh, goodness, there's no testing. I asked Mama. What do you mean you asked Mom? Had you cleared Mom? No. Why would you take her word for it? You know you're supposed to do both. There could be bias there. Oh. So if you want to find a child and you go in a neighborhood and you find there were glasses found there that so similar the father's not sure because he has many, bags and tags them. First of all, why is the father looking in there? That should have been his first clue. Second of all, because that's important. Second of all, the glasses are found in there. Second clue. Third of all, take a look around. Relatives live in there. Relatives own the property. Relatives sold them, listed the properties. Sebastian went missing. There's a cemetery hidden in there. Old Shiloh Church Cemetery. Who would know about that? The relatives that live in there, the relatives that built the place, the relatives that sold the lots. Go to church. This needs to be checked. The glasses need to have the prescriptions checked, and there needs to be a darn explanation as to why you would walk in amidst all of these alleged coincidences and not look for a crime. Is it corruption? Is it lack of training? Is it Boy Scouts too embarrassed to call in the big guys? Because if they took a look at this, they wouldn't even believe no one had been investigating in this neighborhood. No one had been digging in the cemetery. No one had been searching every darn home, every property. No one had searched the water tanks. No one had run the prescription, the DNA, fingerprints, nothing. So imagine the embarrassment, And my friends, in my opinion, this is an exact example of why Sumner County Sheriff's Office will not call in the big guns. Because you imagine just in this neighborhood what they would have to explain. Imagine, alleged in my opinion, what they would have to explain regarding the entire investigation. We need the glasses searched. We need the glasses back because you don't throw away any evidence. I also looked that up. Even if you think it's irrelevant, you put it in an evidence locker, you document it, and it stays there till after trial. So the glasses need to be gotten back. The prescription needs to be run against Sebastian's, and this neighborhood, the water tanks, the cemetery, and all the homes, because they're all related to family members, need to be checked. Thank you all so much for being here. I will be back on later on. Old Shiloh Church Cemetery. Go to church. Go to church. Glasses found right there. Relatives lived there. Relatives built it. Relatives listed and sold it. Running right from the relative's home, straight shot to the water tank area, you'd go right past where the glasses were found. Running right from the step-parents, grandparents' home, you turn to go to the cemetery, you pass right where the glasses were found. It doesn't take an investigator to know that area needs to be searched. It doesn't take an investigator to know you don't take word of mouth. What is going on in Sumner County? We got Boy Scouts who won't call in the soldiers. Go to church. Everyone, I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for being here, Sebastian's Army. This is very, very, very concerning. Seth did verify the prescription was not checked. Where is Sebastian Rogers? Is this why we can't find him? Because the investigation is not jumping into things that need to be looked into. Is it lack of training? Is it corruption? Is it laziness? What is it, my friends? Drop me a comment. Tell me what you think it is. We need to bring him home.
Okay, guys, just wanted you to see that. Hello, town chat. Come on in. Yes, yes, come on in. I just wanted you guys to see all that. Looks like Jay may be coming on later on today. Go sub up and join her on Crime Time Buzz. She has very good content. Go sign up to BMW, Mama Marissa, and Hindsight's, what is it? Truth. Gosh, what is the name? I just lost the name. But if you go to Hindsight, they have their stream coming on, I think, at 8 o'clock tonight. So go sub up to them. But I thought this was a very informative videos today. And know that it's, in my opinion, and speculation, and all alleged is not fact. But guys, the videos, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, please. Let's keep the word out on Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Kiki, I hear the frustration in your voice. I'm very frustrated about everything that they have not done and they should have done in Reynolds. And yes, I am frustrated because our kids in Tennessee and all around the world deserve better, in my opinion. And we are Sebastian's army. We are going to fight for Sebastian, for Seth. We are going to see what's going on in Tennessee with all these children. You know, I've even thought about, you know, is there some sort of rule that can change in Tennessee? Is there something I could go to legislation over, since I am in Tennessee? I'm not in that area, thank the good Lord. But is there something I can do to change these rules? You know, love y'all. God bless. Thank you for coming. Please share, like. Go to Crime Time Buzz. Go to Mama Marissa, BMW, Coop, and Hindsight 2002, and watch their lives also, please, guys. I thank you and I appreciate you very much. Love you and God bless.